Many products that you buy and use each day have a label with the words danger, warning, or caution at the top, although only one of the three literally has the word warning on it. These labels are all generally called warning labels. A warning label is a label that contains information about the proper intended use of a product and information that you need to know to use the product safely. You should read all warning labels prior to using a product. A warning label generally consists of three main parts. 1. The signal word, which is the word danger, warning, or caution. 2. The statement of hazard, that consists of one or more statements about the potential hazards to which you may be exposed when you use the product. And 3. The hazard avoidance instructions, that are the safety precautions you should take to protect yourself from the hazards. You may also see references to other safety materials such as the manufacturer's instructions for the product, OSHA regulations, and industry standards for safety. This information is too much to put on a label, but can be obtained and reviewed in the reference materials if you want to know more details about using the product. Additionally, there may be other supplemental safety information on the product package or label you should read as well. You have seen warning labels on the arc welding and cutting products that you use. You can find warning labels on the following types of arc welding and cutting products: arc welding equipment, including arc welders and wire feeders, arc welding electrode and flux products. The warning on the arc welding equipment that you use does not change unless you change the equipment that you use. It is good practice to read the label when you first use the equipment and after that to refresh your recollection or when you have a question. This is a typical warning on a piece of arc welding equipment. It covers the basic hazards encountered in arc welding, such as exposure to arc welding fumes and gases, electric shock, arc rays, and fire and explosion. It also instructs the welder to read and follow the manufacturer's instructions and refers the welder to both the OSHA regulations and the American National Standard regarding arc welding and cutting safety, ANSI Z49.1. You can also find the OSHA regulations, including those that cover arc welding and cutting, as well as ANSI Z49.1 on the internet at www.lincolnelectric.com or on the U.S. Department of Labor OSHA and American Welding Society websites. You do not have to read these references each time you weld, but you should look at them at least once a year. The warning on arc welding electrode and flux products may be different depending upon the product you are using. Warnings on electrode and flux products are also updated occasionally, so it is a good idea to review them again periodically to be sure you have the information you need to use the product safely. The warnings also vary from product to product, so when you change the product you are using, you should review the warning on the new product when you begin to use it. Product labels may also contain additional safety information or warnings. This is particularly true of electrode products that may also have supplemental warnings regarding cancer if required in California. They may also have special ventilation notes that inform the user that a particular substance in the electrode is in sufficient amounts that additional ventilation is needed to properly control fume exposure. Special ventilation notes commonly relate to manganese and chromium in the welding fume. However, other substances may also require such notes. Special attention to ventilation is important when welding with products having such notes.